Now, what I can do is I can slide up from this chord, 7th fret to the 9th fret on the E, A, and D strings. Okay, so let's take that as a riff. Now what we're going to do, so I went, so down, 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 up. Now I'm going to take my 3rd finger and slide from 7 to 9. And I'm going to go 7, 9, and then I'm going to jump down to the 7th fret A, back to 9 on the E. So we got. Now I'm going to go 7 to 9 on the A and end up on the 7th fret of the D string. Now, whether you know it or not, why that's going to help you in your major pentatonic playing is if we break down what we just did. When we slid up to here, we hit one of the notes out of our chord. In this instance, it was the 5th degree. So each chord's a root, a 3rd, and a 5th in its most basic form. Now I'm going to go back to it and end right there. Now what's so cool about that, you say? Let me answer. That is the octave of your root note. So in that one riff, we targeted 2 of the notes out of the chord. Same thing if I went. So now let's come at it a different way. We're going to hammer on and pull off from our root. Now I'm going to go forward. I'm going to go 7 to 9. Come back to the root. So I've hit root, root. Now I'm going to go to the 5th, back to the root. Right, we wouldn't obviously finish rhythmically like that. It'd be something like this. Right, so I would just hit that note real quick and go into my chord. Right, you can do something as simple as that. Slide up on one string and then go back and forth. So we got. Now you can also do double stops. Which is going to be, I'll hit 2 of the notes out of the chord. In this case, I'm hitting the 5th and the root. And then I'm hammering on one string. I'm going 7, 9, 7 on the A while letting the octave A note ring below it. Then I come up to my chord here. I hit the 7 and 9 on the E, back to the 5th. Now that would be, so I went, same thing I did on the strings above, and then I hammer in from 7 to 9, and then I do that same riff, and then I hammer 7 to 9 on the low E. So I went, go up a string, single note, dual notes, and then back in. So what we're going to do now is concentrate on position 2, which would be here. Okay, so position 2 is right underneath our fingers, and that's where we get all the Now what I've done there is I've done the double stop thing again. Same thing where I'm hammering onto the lower string and letting the higher string ring out at the same time. But now I got to change the shape a little bit. Now this is going to be where you see a lot of people who play guitar use their thumb, because we can keep our root note going and then use our other fingers. Now we have 4 fingers to do the higher melody with. It's a bit tricky, so if you can't do it right off the bat, just try it right with your fingers and don't even worry about using the thumb. So that next part works because what you're doing is you're hitting a chord tone here, and then you're coming in and you're hammering onto the 3rd of the chord, which makes the chord major or minor. This note right here, right out of our... So you're using position 2, and then we're going to go target our root. We've hit our 3rd, and then back to home. So we've outlined our A major chord again. So what I did there, typical of what we've just done, and then so what I'll do is now I go 4 and 5. This is the G string, this is the B string, and I'm going to hammer on and pull off on the 6th fret to our 3rd, and then back to the 4th, and now I'm going to go to our root note with my pinky, and then back to the shape right here. So we got... Give that one a shot.